All right. Well, happy 2024. Welcome to my channel, Miss Be Ecstatic. The other day, I posted a brief video on just a general tarot reading for the Pluto Sun conjunction in both Capricorn and Aquarius that happened on today. It was a pre-recording. And today is really more of an exact transit. And so I wanted to do an I Ching reading. And the question that I'll be asking is, what is the energetic imprint and influence of Pluto's ingress into Aquarius for the next 20 years? So that's our question. Just clearing our coins. The last video I was outside, I was in a new space, and that was really cool. I enjoyed that. I was recovering from being sick, so there's a little clearing of the throat and whatnot. So there might be a little bit in this one too, as I'm not 100% just yet. Also, in my travels, unfortunately, I seem to have left my coin pouch and stone, and I haven't been able to find it, so I think I left it in Cali. Obviously not on purpose. Okay, so we have our question, we've cleared the coins, clearing my own energy, accessing the living energy of the spirit of the I Ching. Let's get into it. What is the energetic imprint and influence of Pluto's ingress into Aquarius for the next 20 years? Energetic imprint and influence of Pluto's ingress into Aquarius for the next 20 years. Energetic imprint and influence of Pluto's ingress into Aquarius for the next 20 years. What is the energetic imprint and influence of Pluto's ingress into Aquarius for the next 20 years? What is the energetic imprint and influence of Pluto's ingress into Aquarius for the next 20 years? What is the energetic imprint and influence of Pluto's ingress into Aquarius for the next 20 years? All right, you guys, sorry about that. We had just a little bit of disruption with sound. It was a little too distracting, so I needed to recast. And, okay, so the hexagram that we received is fire, double fire, synergy, or the clinging. So we know historically with ingresses of with outer planets, or in particular, slow-moving ones like Pluto, there's usually big news or initiation of things. Could mean earth events, for example, like a storm or earthquake or fires, something like that. Pluto does come through and shake things up when it ingresses into a new sign. It has an impact. And the sun ingressing at the same time into Aquarius, as it does every year at this time, I believe kind of amplifies and it gives it that double fire, that extra transformative imprint. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read from Dai Liu. This is my old school, recovered, revamped, and mended book. It's out of print, so that's why I try to keep it together here. And also translations from Ma de Padma from Tao Oracle. And we have some moving lines that are going to give us extra insight. So from Dai Liu, he speaks about the upper trigrams representing fire, sun, glory, brightness. A flame is not stable, it is always in motion. The hexagram signifies external conditions which are constantly changing, and internally it means a mind that is never fixed on anything, or a person who is short-tempered, explosive, full of fire. Fire is an important element in many ways. Our bodies convert food into calories or units of heat. And if we do not have enough of them, we are weakened. Those who get this hexagram should remember that if fire is misused or uncontrolled, it can cause disaster. They have plenty of energy and sharp penetrating minds. If they apply their abilities, they will be successful, but if they misuse them, there will be trouble. Excuse me. So the moving lines, we'll just read briefly here. The third moving line. Under the light of the setting sun, one sings without beating the pot, bemoaning one's old age, misfortune. So it says, trouble arising from waning good fortune. From happiness comes sadness. If employed, you might retire. If in school, you should avoid insult. Danger and difficulty will come again and again. So this one moving line is misfortunate. I don't know, it's talking about not complaining, or that you're complaining might bring misfortune. In the Tao Oracle, it says, honoring the path of truth may sound like an impossible ideal, distant as the far horizon, but in real time it is only as far as the next step. Opening to guidance that emanates from how you are feeling in the here and now is all you need to do right now. When you adhere to inner guidance of the heart, you can easily learn from your mistakes and are less likely to be thrown off balance by external influences. So you can hear the modern, contemporary influence in the translation versus the older one. It's always interesting to compare. All right, so also there are two other moving lines, the fifth and sixth. So the fifth says, a flood of tears, sighing and sadness. Ironically, it says good fortune. There may be suffering or mourning, but good fortune hides in misfortune. If you are a student or unemployed, you can expect difficulty in your undertakings. Do not expect recognition at this time. If you are employed, you are likely to resign, even if you have a high position. So just changing in fortune. When what you have known is burned to ashes, it can cause tremendous sorrow at first. But in your grief, don't forget the forest always sprouts new growth after a fire, and the scorched meadow will bring even more flowers in the coming spring. That's beautiful. All right, the last one, the last moving line says, the king goes to fight, victory. He kills the leader and captures the followers. No blame. This is a lucky time. People will make profits, succeed in their careers, or do well in their exam. Undertakings now are favored, but if birth time and the zodiac symbol are not favorable, one will be isolated. And from the Tao Oracle, you may find yourself now in the position of being the only one who can perceive the nourishing and revitalizing potential in what seems to others to be an unhappy situation. Being gentle with those around you and with yourself, your willingness to accept the changes with grace and forgiveness will inspire others to do the same. And when we translate when we reorient the moving lines in the trigrams, we get a new hexagram, which is hexagram 3, difficulty in the beginning. So the the 0 point is an Aries point, initiating fire. It's instinctive, impulsive, and double fire from our previous hexagram indicates a more volatile energy that if it's not contained or channeled well, no matter where it's showing up in your life, it can carry with it the destruction and misfortune that we've heard in the translations here. So that's the cautionary advice, right? Let's see, what was I gonna... Also, there's great creative potential. You know, with fire, you can cook a meal, you can craft steel, you can create a lot of things, and there's an immense amount of potential available at this time and volatility. So the question being, what is the energetic imprint and influence of Pluto ingressing into Aquarius for the next 20 years? We're looking at the 20-year cycle, 20-year phase, this being the first, or the 0 point to its maturation in 2043, 44. And difficulty at the beginning makes a lot of sense. It's kind of jolting. We're going also from a Saturn stable ruled energy to a more erratic, disruptive Uranus ruled energy that rules Aquarius. So a lot of excitement, a lot of new fresh energy in groups. Those who put in the work to see their dreams manifest. Oh my gosh, stop it. We'll see success with this new energy. Like if you put in the work in the previous years, the yield will be seen in this next phase. You have success. This also came up when I did Just Tarot, the last video. Flowering. Wow, that is an opulent card. Look at the beauty. I hope that's coming through. Success and flowering. I'm scared to pull another one. But you see the duality in the black and the white. You know, you can't have the flowering without the struggle of the seed beneath the ground. And I believe that that's a little bit of what Pluto was in Capricorn, and the energy of Aquarius is much more dispersed. It's about networks, it's about groups, connections, the internet, technology. It's about the collective. The flowering. And the master just slipped out. So there's mastery available at this time as well. Those are awesome. Tremendous. Let's see, do we want to do, what else do we want to do? I did bring these cards with me on my travels. I was going to use them and then ended up not. So interesting, Interesting. Yeah, so I'll just do recent, past, current, and upcoming energies. Sorry for the noise. It's really unavoidable in these larger community living areas. Right. Energies and influences of Pluto and Aquarius the next 20 years. That's what we're talking about. That's what we want to tap into. Sorry for the scratchiness. Okay, Judgment. The Chariot. Yeah, so like the Judgment coming up underneath success, like past, like Judgment is an assessment of your past decisions, actions, and efforts, maybe speech, all of our human activity. And a recent past would be, seeing success in making good decisions for some of us. And, there might be also, regardless of whether they were good or bad, which is, there's no really bad decisions. There's just opportunities to learn and opportunities to evolve our understanding. So, and, we're taking all of that and having some kind of breakthrough with the flowering. The Sphinx in the Chariot bringing through, just carrying through the next level of mastery. Queen of Wands. So yeah, it'll definitely, I'm looking forward to and really hoping and foreseeing a lighter energy than has the last few years have been. You can kind of see in this card the network, like the rainbow lines connect, that blend synergistically with his beard. And it's very, very Aquarian. The colors kind of cold and cosmic and galactic connectivity, the neural network, string theory. Either way, like, it reflects a greater universe within the individual. Very, very cool. I really like that card. Mixed feelings about Osho in general, but you know, you are finding your inner guru. Like, you have the interconnectivity. You're a node connected to the all. And so you have access. You have access to everything you need in opulent abundance. Look at that. Ugh, that's amazing. I don't think I've actually seen that card before. Flowering. Yeah, so the Queen of Wands would know what to do with all that energy. So we can see a maturation of our heart-centered energy. The Queen of Wands is like a mature, fiery energy, right? Like the pages, well, you have the aces in the minor arcana that represent, you know, the basic physical plane. And then you have the pages that represent a youthful, uninformed, you know, green, little energy that's still in its development. And then you have the Queen and the Kings that show another level of maturity, maturation, and like higher level expression of the elements they represent. So that in this case, the Queen would express beauty and intelligence, and she would use words that would magnetically emanate and transmit heart resonance to her kingdom. Like, it is her realm of duty to maintain the health and wellness of her kingdom. And she is the more feminine. The king would be, you know, obviously the more masculine expression, but hers is to, I believe, to, I don't know if that's a fox or a lion, but you can see in her pendant, and the lion's up here, and the sunflower representing the sun. It's all heart-based Leo energy, right? So also in the zodiac wheel, what opposes Aquarius, what Aquarius looks at directly on the opposite side is Leo. So a bridge is successfully flowering, and we're elevating to connect ourselves to the connection between heart, mind, or heart and spirit, and our greater collective consciousness. Yeah, that's how I see it. So this is your general reading. I will probably do some shorts later for each side. Thank you for viewing my channel today, and I wish you all the very, very best in the coming new year. Year of the Dragon, by the way, which is also very fiery. Yeah, that's starting shortly. Many blessings to you all. Thank you so much. And blessings abound, always now. Peace.